back. Hey guys, welcome to the graveyard shift. Maganda, gabie, inyo, lahat, kumusta everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live. With Scott Expat in the Philippines. Oh guys, what did I do today? Not much today. I did a little bit looking after CJ today for money, and took money up to Sunday and we went to the reject shop. I went in to do something for mum at the pharmacy. Basically, when we took off some medication and picked up some medication for her. Hello, Latino Pinay Family Vlogs. Hi, my friend. Kumusta? Thank you. Much appreciated, guys. Great to see you here. Great to catch up with you guys. You're doing well with your live streams. Great to see. I love to see that. I will be back again, and we will. I'll come on and catch up with you guys there too as well, and chat and have a good time and have some fun. Drop your link if you want. Even though my show is organic, no drama. I'm good. Arlene's good. CJ's good. As I said, I took Arlene out to get out for the day. Once you get stuck in this four walls of our house, you tend to start to get on each other's nerves, which is normal. But she went up to the reject shop, which is shops that sells all these lollies and stuff at cheaper prices than you get anywhere else, which is good. But she didn't buy me any. Oh my god, OMG. But probably thought I had enough sweets in my body. Because I'm type 2 diabetic and I really should not be eating them. But, yeah, candy. This one, the last of what we had. These are like berry type candy. So the one right here, already open. It's a purpley colour. Chewy, nice. Got lovely berry taste to it. But Alan didn't buy, and picked up some of this liquid paper for my. I've got to fix up some things on my shout out list. I made a few little mistakes, a couple of names, I forgot, and then go over it once or twice. But we did that, and I went and did Mum's, put in some prescriptions for Mum today, and I was actually putting 3 or 4 new people into my shout out video, which will be out soon. Hey, Bruce Davis, say hello to Latino Pinay Family Vlogs. Latino Pinay Family Vlogs, say hello to Bruce Davis. So do I, mate. Love the chewy candy. This is not bad. Trouble is, not good when I'm on doing live stream, because I tend to chew like a chaff cutter. But yeah, so I did that today, and I came back and I was about to do the shout out uh, thing. I had to put some new names in, which I did before we left. And I know I probably look tired, don't I? I was up at 8 o'clock, so I did that. I put some names, but I made a mistake with one of them. So I got some of this liquid paper, which I needed to get. I don't know. I had some liquid paper. It was called whiteout. This is just plain liquid paper. It seems to be a lot better um, than the whiteout. The whiteout tends to dry a lot quicker. So I did that. Um, then we came back, had lunch. I had for lunch. I had potato cakes. Arlene puts them in the microwave first. Look at these beautiful potato cakes there. Lovely. And Arlene puts them in the microwave. They're frozen. We put them in the microwave, thaw them out, and then she fries them. I'm doing good, thanks, Bruce Davis. Much appreciated. You coming by, mate? I'm sorry, I'm gonna try and get a earlier time slot, but I tend to think now I'm stuck at 12 o'clock at night. It's probably a little bit better in one way because basically I'm doing fine, mate. I really am. I'm finding that uh, everyone that I'm subscribed to, as well as they are me, are on earlier. So I figure there's only a few on that I know that are on, and it's okay. We all share and we all have fun, and that's what it's all about. And we have quite a few on tonight, which is great. But, it's good. I love pictures. I've met quite a lot of friends, Bruce and Latino Benet family vlogs. Um, you know, it's not bad. You get to make a lot. And you know what I did today, this morning, while I was having breakfast? I was SEF TV, SEF TV, and I was watching his, and he's got a wide range, which is good. And most of them are the new highways getting built in the Philippines, bridges getting built, especially the five. There was Mactan Bridge and Magellan Bridge, and now there's another three getting built. One from Cordova over to Cebu, SM Mall, the new one, Seaside. And the other one is getting built up a bit further from Mactan Bridge. There's going to be five bridges going across. And also they're connecting new bridges down in Mindanao and Bohol. They want to connect the bridge from Mactan over to Alango Island, and from Alango Island all the way over to Bohol at Itarpe. So that's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing that happening, which is good. And how's things going with you, Bruce Davis and Latino Benet family? What's happening with you guys? You've got a live stream, haven't you? With no family at the moment. That's okay. That's fine. No stress. She's cool. And Bruce Davis, how are you going, mate? What are you up to today? I hope you had fun today, catching up with friends and stuff. Yeah, I was watching Sev, and he had some interesting, even the new tunnel from Manila down to Cavite, and they're talking about building a new rail system from Manila down as well, which is going to be awesome. I think they've just done another new flyover at the moment, or they're in the process of doing a new flyover in Manila. So that's going to be awesome when that picks up. But he's got some good stuff. This SEFVTV, and I've got to catch up with some more of it because I really didn't have time to sit down. As soon as I sit down, Mum can look. I'm looking after Mum. That's fine. That's all good. It's okay. That's right. No stress. She's 82, and that she has three cleaners. One's a She has two personal cleaners and a cleaner that cleans the house. And she comes Tuesday. She's already been. And Kerry was here this morning. She washed, you and looked after my needs there. And when she's finished, she goes very quiet like a little field mouse. She's so good. And she has Helen Monday and Tuesday. Hello, Helen. Um, she comes Monday and Wednesday, sorry. And she looks after my personal needs as well. Ellen all comes once a fortnight, so she cleans the house once a fortnight, which is okay, which is good. I'm in to do it today, and I didn't get a chance to. So, I mean, around in our bedroom and CJ's, and I usually sometimes do all the way up to Mum's bedroom as well as the floors again. I do that when I get a chance. Uh, haven't had much time to get outside because we've had nothing but rain. Um, and I've got to actually empty the compost bin out the front of Mum's bedroom there, and put that in behind the rose garden there and mix it up a bit. I've also got to do the one down here at the back, so which is good. Uh, and there's a few other things I need to get done, but I can't because it's been cold, it's been wet. So I've been only trying to get onto what I can, guys. We can only do what we can do in 8 hours during the day. But, it's all good. I'll get into it. I've still got to do the pond. I can't get out there to that because it being wet and miserable. I need to kneel down. I've got to re-render the big pond. I've got to empty it, re-render it, and when I do empty it, it starts to rain. So I'm not having a good month there. And with it, well, we've got what we've got with stage 4 hard lockdown here. I can only go out and exercise for an hour. Can't go any more than 5k out of their area. Well, from here to Sunbury Square is not really got more than 5k. What else? Which I need to get some new trees. I've got the conifers are cut back, but they are not looking too good, unfortunately. So I gotta find 2 trees that size to replace the conifers. I don't want to put gum trees there because if anything happens, they might grow big and they're not planted into the ground properly, they can fall onto your house. And they grow up to 25 feet in height if need be. So I don't really want 2 big gum trees there. I want something a little bit like continental uh, miniature pear or something like that. But the one that's going to grow about 7 foot and push out, you know. So I haven't had much luck there to get that done. But thanks for staying with us, guys. I really do appreciate it. So I was doing that today. I came in and I checked the video, and I've got to write in some more names. 960 now subscribers. So, and it's hard because I haven't got their names. So I've got to put on the video. So I want to put their names on the video. So guys, if you have subscribed, please leave me your name if you've joined my channel, because I need to try and put you onto my shout out video, which I want to try and get out by soon. And I've got to write some new names in there, and there's a cut off by the end of next week. If you can possibly, because I can only get onto that like pretty well much on a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night, or Thursday. So I need to basically try and get on there and put some more names down. But the cutoff will be next week. Bruce, and you're on there, and so is Latino Panay Family. Vlogs are on there on my shout out video with a whole lot of good people. Everyone from Tropic Tim to Shooting Star to Tim Devier to Tom Patrick to Ruthie and Arthur's Adventures to Lynn and Anthony, Our Life in the Philippines, to Foreigner. Thank you, Latino family. To a foreigner in the Philippines, to a foreigner farming in the Philippines, and a foreigner living in the Philippines. You guys are all on there. My PO Dreams, McKay's Experience, Malu Martin, Ed Lefty all around the world. Side Seaside, Philo in the Philippines, Philly in the Philippines, your wives, Lut and Melanie from Philo in the Philippines is on there as well. I hope you are okay, Philo. I haven't seen any of your videos. I know you're probably taking a break, which is fair enough. We all need to. And you'll probably have some videos of those, of your holidays, or what you're doing, or where you've been, or you just might be just taking a break from it all. And that's great. That's all good. We all need to do that every now and then. like I did today. I haven't done a video today or yesterday or the day before. I tend to watch my views, see how things go before I release another video. So the shout out video will be released at the end of the week. It's probably next week. So those that are new, can you please put your names and your channels down so I can put you on the shout out video? It would be very much appreciated. And I love to share. I know it's going to be a long video, but you know, like live streams, we all enjoy being, you know, with each other and helping each other grow, and that's what I'm about, making everybody and trying to get into everybody's channels and seeing everyone's live streams. Brett Glasgow, um, Rena Hall, big shout out to you guys. Also, Mike Roberts and Kevin Nash's Kitchen, big shout out to you. Mars Banker, big shout out. Big shout out to a British expat in the Philippines, John and Jane. Big shout out to a Brit living in the Philippines, Mel and Chris. Um, yeah, yeah, simply seeing, simply JD, Marilyn Kaminsky, uh, and Ria Ara and Expat Mimo. You know, there's a lot of people on that video that I'm thanking and shouting out to for being part of my channel as well, me there. You guys too as well, Latino Pinay Family Vlogs and Bruce Davis. Um, you know, it's great to have good friends and great to be with you. And great to support you guys as well, because we all need to, you know, give each other a fist pump because we can't shake each other's hands. But you know, stage four here, hard lockdown is not good. Um, as I said, can only exercise for 1 hour. So it's basically taking the dog for a walk. Wherever you go, we ran for 1 hour around here in Sunbury. And also, what else can I do? I really can't do much at the moment because all the big shops are shut. Big W's shut. And I think Arlene's missing that. Also, she's missing going down to see our friends down in North Melbourne, Brad and Karen and baby Jack. We're also missing our friends Stephen Ronald in Silouan and baby Jack. We're missing you guys so much. Arlene's missing you as well. Wishing you all the best, Ronald, with your channel. Sorry, I haven't been on. I've been busy trying to get my shout out videos done. But I will get there. I do get there. We'll catch up with your live stream. I think you have one on tomorrow. Probably in the afternoon, so I'll try and catch up with you then. I've got to go to the doctor's tomorrow. 10:50. Got to have my thyroid checked. Got to get a blood test, and I've probably been a bad boy because I've probably had so much sugar over these last couple of weeks, including this. So, you know what I'm going to do, ain't you? I'm going to back off eating sweets for a while. I'll go and do my uh, what do you call it? Blood test later on in the week. Add monk up, boy. All that wicked stuff. Not bad. Made by Swift here in Australia. Actually, you know what? Them and Coca-Cola, best two soft drink companies. Them, Coca-Cola, and Pepsi, actually. I think Pepsi's made by Coca. Isn't it? Am I correct? Or am I wrong? I think Pepsi must be a different company. But anyway, never mind. But they make good, Schweppes make good soft drinks. Like there's lime, there's orange, there's this and there's another one in that range, a different type of argan. I'm going to check down with water. Excuse me, sorry. But yeah, I'll do my blood test tomorrow for my thyroid and sugar diabetes. But I might, he usually gives me a couple of days, but I'll have to lay off the sugar in the next couple of days, so I might do it next week or the week after. He can wait. You might worry, but the doctors, I don't know, I lost my faith in the doctors here, Latino Canadian families. You have a, so I'm used to seeing a doctor that I've seen for years, same doctor. Here, up here in Sunbury, you see a doctor, you go in to see that one, you end up getting shunted to someone else, you know? And I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good enough. I think you're better off seeing the one that you've been seeing for years, and it makes it easier, and you enjoy it. You get to know him a lot more, and they get to know you. So I figure that's better. How's the family, Latino Canadian family? You're all good and well back there in the States? Tell you what, I'm missing the Philippines. Every day I miss the Philippines. I can't wait until all this, our cases have gone up again. But they sort of steadied today. They think that it's reached its peak here in Melbourne, but I think it's far from that at the moment. I'm not getting ahead of myself. I think this is going to be around a little bit longer because it's cold weather. And they reckon it can thrive in summer too as well, which is going to be a worry. But, these things happen, I suppose, for a good work, for a good cause. But the good thing about it, I can get a car park and get in the shopping centre. That's the only good thing about it. But, there's nothing good about it. You know what happened today? A guy has gone through a police checkpoint 10 times, and they've finally caught up with him. So he's been fined, he's going to court, and he's also had to be tested. and if he tests positive, he's not going to be one happy hombre. Let me tell you that. Those things happen, I suppose. It's one of those things. So he's been tested. A policewoman last week had her head smashed into the concrete 3 times because she was the lady that did it. She's been charged, and they're not happy with her. Police department's not happy with her. She's been charged, and she's going to go to court, and she'll probably do jail time, which rightfully so. They're only doing the job. All they asked, where's your face, mate? And their opinion of that is, oh, it's against my religion, number one, whatever religion that is. Or, why should I wear a face mask? I've got my face mask. It's hanging up over there in my bag. Um, you know, these things are made to protect us from all this. And I've seen photos of people that have had coronavirus, their throat. It's like whiteheads, or acne that inside the mouth and down the throat. And what happens is it goes into your lungs. They get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they just suffocate your lungs. And that's why you end up on the respirator. So, wearing the face mask is not a bad idea. 14 dead, last toll, last count, sorry, 14 dead in Victoria here at the moment. There's, I think, 1,000 something cases of health workers that are sick and not well. A 20-year-old boy has passed away today, which is not good. So it's not just hitting aged care. We've had in aged care, the ranges are between 100. A lady of 100 passed away with COVID-19, and between 79, 80 to 90-year-old have passed away. From my family here, Scott Expat in the Philippines, we send me, Arlene, and baby CJ, and Snowy, our border collie dog, send our deepest sympathies and condolences to the families who have lost loved ones during this period of COVID-19. Our thoughts are with you guys, with the families. It's not good. So my strong advice is to keep up the personal hygiene. Please stop being arrogant and ignorant and start wearing a mask. That's for your own protection, not just mine or anybody else's. It's for your own protection. Keep us all safe. And social distancing 1.5 metres. I tend to stay about 2 metres away from everybody. You can wear, they said today, or the other day they said if you're in your own back front yard and you're watering the garden, you don't have to wear a face mask. You're in your own house area. So if you're in, that's the front fence, and that's the footpath, and you've got a hedge here, that's 1.5 metres. But I have been wearing a face mask every now and then. while I'm at the front. So I've been playing by the rules. Sometimes when I go out, I might forget it. But if I'm away from the footpath and I'm moving the car out of the garage or putting the car back in the garage, I don't need to wear it. But if I'm out near the front uh, footpath, yes, I take it with me. I have it strapped under here, and then I put it up here if I go past my front door. The saga on the Luke, if you're watching, I can't go to court. I'm sorry, but unfortunately, Mum's not too good, and my wife needs me to look after CJ as well as looking after Mum. She's not too well, so I'm sorry, Luke. I can't go to court. And Latino Panay family, the neighbour across the road, which suffers for neurosis, and it's gone off his meds. He got looking for being over the driveway, Lord knows how. As far as I know, Luke was on our side of the driveway, and his car was all the way up the driveway. And I've asked a few people when I walk past, and they haven't had to walk away around Luke's car. So, unfortunately, he saw Luke's car and rang the parking, and they have put a ticket on his car. Apparently, 3 tickets on his car in our driveway, and Luke was that far away from the footpath. That's the nose of the car, that's the footpath, and right at the driveway. So I'm sorry, look, I can't go because I have to look after Mum and CJ. My fullest apologies. I wish I could help you there. But you've got my videos on the 2 that you are here doing the plaster. Check them out. Take them with you. Take the video with you. Whether they admit video evidence, if you're contesting a thing, parking fines. Yes, if you're over the footpath, or you've got hit and you got hit by the neighbour across the road, he's got nothing better to do. I'm sorry. I wish that that didn't happen, and it's given me grief. It's given Mum grief. She's not too well, and she doesn't need this either. But yeah, guys, that's one of those things. When you've got a neighbour that's a prick, and does nothing but want to give you hell. Should we do something about it? Probably should, but we're not going to worry about it, because if anything happens to Mum, we need to sell this house. I don't need a person like him over the road giving me thing. And there's one thing I will avoid, and that will be having a sign out the front of the house if we have to sell up. Thank you for the likes, much appreciated. If we do have to sell up, I'm not going to put a board out the front of the house. I'll just get the agent to bring the people in and make it quick, going out, get in your car and go, because I don't need him telling them this, that and everything else, because he can fill people's minds with rubbish. This guy, yeah. And you probably all know, probably all seen his thing. We were once friends, but not anymore. Not after what happened. A long story. I'm not going to go into it, guys. But that's my problem, and I have to deal with it. I have to shovel the shit out. And I will eventually. Just need time to think about how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it the proper way, not the dishonest way. So, but, these things happen. So I'm sorry, Lex. Unfortunately, I can't go to court with you now over this because Mum needs me here. Give me a second, guys. Back in a minute. See ya. Hey, thanks number 2 for coming back. Much appreciated. Yeah, so I'll have to deal with that eventually, sorting that out and getting that all sorted out. But it's one of those things, you got to do things within the law, and like eventually, anything. Look, I hope that Mum's with us for a little bit longer, even though she's not too well. She suffers from kidney failure problems. I got her right down to her legs and back up to the knees, and she can hardly walk on her feet as it is. But she's a beautiful mum. I love her. I love Grandma to CJ, and this doesn't help with our family because you know my brother can't come around and see her. Me and Arlene have to go out. We have to be away from my brother while he comes around. The whole family, his wife, the 2 boys, and their girlfriends can't come and see Mum. Only one at a time, or 2 at a time can only come. They got to have masks on. Putting their bids on dinner. My mum can't even see her sister. She spoke to her yesterday on the phone. It's a bit disheartening when that happens. I'm probably not the only one that's going through all this. With thanks, Latino Panay family. Love, much appreciated, guys. I owe you. I'll be around for you. Here to support you, my friend. Thank you. I much appreciate it, guys. I hope you enjoying my live stream as I meet you on tonight. I did put out, and Bruce Davis, if he's still here. I did put out a thing the other day with the times of my live stream, but apparently I think because I'm on late at 12 o'clock, it's a bit late in the Philippines. It's actually 12 o'clock here in Australia, Melbourne, starting 12 a.m. here, Australia time, 9 p.m. Philippine time, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So, it's one of those things. But, it's okay. I don't mind. I'd prefer to talk, sometimes if I feel like having a chin wag with my friends, I'm happy. I'm not worried about the views or anything like that. I will watch my views on videos and see how they're going. And I won't put out another video until I get up to a certain amount. But all's good. All's good. And I love every one of you guys, all my subscribers. Thank you. Yeah, it's great. It really is great to have the support, and thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. There's a lot of love, and I'm trying very hard to get around to everybody. Not easy when you got over 960 subscribers. But I'm getting there, guys. I'm slowly getting there. Visit each and every one of all my subscribers as we go along. Especially Joseph, my life in Manila, Metro Manila. How you going, Tom Patrick? I hope you got home safe. And back to Maine. Our family's thoughts are with you and with your family. I hope everything's well when you got back there. Big Kev, no boo, my friend. How are you? I'm good, mate. I love the cup of tea and donut. Big Kev, say hello to the Latino Panay family vlogs. The Latino Panay family, say hello to Big Kev Noble. How's things, Big Kev? What's happening, mate? Also, I'd like to send out a big shout out to Cheesy and Big E in Suburb. Thinking about you, mate. Big shout out to Nico's Experience, Suburb Boss Man, MJ the Flipper. Big shout out, mate. So yeah, it's we have to try and get around to all those that we love to watch and see. So I'm made a pledge that I'm going to try and get around to everybody. Okay, it's not easy when you've got to look after maybe 2-year-old mum with kidney problems and my little boy CJ. So I'm trying to do the best I can, guys. At the moment, we have issues with our neighbour. That way, and I feel that's okay. No worries, Big Kid, no bull. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it, mate. How's things going there? How you been? I haven't seen you around for a little while. You've been taking a bit of a break from everything. Use that one's hard. Soften that up first. But, yeah. Oh, big shout out to Cordelia and Daily. I'm from Delia and Daily. Big shout out to you, darling. Hope your girls are fine. I'll catch up with you later. She's usually on later. Been on vacation from YouTube. Oh, that's alright. You and Big E and Jay had a bit of a vacation. I think that's what my other friend's doing at the moment. Carlo, he's probably having a bit of a break off YouTube for a little while. Well, we need to do it. We need to have a bit of a breather every now and then. And thank you for it's much appreciated, guys. It gives us a bit of a stress relief if we have a bit of a vacation. So where did you go, Big Kev No Bull? Are you in the Philippines, Big Kev? Or back in America? But, yeah. Sometimes some people are sent to try it across the road. My neighbour. Unbelievable. Anyway, I'm not going there anymore. Oh, okay. And you're going back to the Philippines again. I mean, I suppose when all this COVID-19 goes away. We're still we're in stage 4 hard lockdown now. Yeah, not allowed. Can only exercise for an hour, walk 5k. Can't go anywhere past 5k. Arlene's workers stopped for the moment, which is get paid from the government. I'd still get paid for looking after Mum and CJ. So that's alright. But yeah, these things happen, unfortunately, and nobody's going to go back to Asia for a while. I know one thing, Big Kev, our Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, said that if you're going away, you're flying to Asia, don't come back. But you know what I reckon? Mr. Scott Morrison, if I'm going to the Philippines, I will be back. This is my country. Plain and simple. I'll do the proper thing. Stay in isolation for 2 weeks. Self-isolate for 2 weeks at a hotel at my expense because the government won't have stopped anyone coming in from overseas. You have to spend your own money for being in self-isolation for 2 weeks. And because this is stage 4 now, no one's coming into Victoria, let me tell you. All the borders are shut between Victoria. New South Wales is not letting in Victoria. Queensland has shut their border to Victoria. South Australia is locked down hard to Victoria. And WA is completely locked down to Victoria. And they're way over in the west. So, it's thing, and like Melbourne is like a ghost town at the moment. Wish I could go in there on the train and do a video, but if I'm any more than 5k out of my own area, I will severely cop a fine of probably over $200. I know if you test positive and you're not home when they come to see you, it is a $5,000 fine. And it's $5,000 fine for each member of the family. So if there's 4 in you, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, $25,000. There's 5 of you. If you test positive and you're not home to answer the police, the ADF, that's the army, that are actually helping the police force now, as well as the PFOs, protection officers that guard our train stations and stuff. So, if you're not home, you cop a $5,000 fine, and if you test positive and you're not home to answer the police or the PDF, you will cop a $5,000 fine. Plain and simple. If you test negative, well, that's okay. But if you're not home to get your results, because that's all they're doing is the police are walking and door knocking on those that have tested positive or those that have tested negative, and they want to give them their negative results on the home to answer the door. You will be fined $5,000. So, I haven't had a test because we have been in isolation since this started, and only I've been going shopping, doing the shopping, and I've been taking CJ out for a walk for about an hour for snow, within 5k of our area. 5k, 5k there. Only a k up the road. Wouldn't even be that, I don't think. But, guys, it's not worth it. Just put the face mask on and look after yourselves. Make sure you do social distancing. That's all I'm asking. I know YouTube frown on this, talking about it, but hey, guys, you need to get over that, because people need to know what's going on in other places. And Milan Payago, hey, kumusta? You're welcome. Maraming salamat. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. Milan Payago. So the Latino Panay family vlogs. Latino Panay family Bob Sailor to Milleen Payago. I thought I said that correctly. Come on, if I have. But, it's one of those things. Hey, Malou is 1963. Say hello to Milleen Payago. Latino Panay family. Big Kev No Bull. How are you, mate? How's things? And Bruce Davis, if he's still around. Still there, Bruce? How are you, my Lewis, 1963? Elaine, thank you. Much appreciated, darling. Yeah, things, what have you been up to, my Lewis, 1963? Oh, you just got home from the pub. Say hello to Milene Pargo and Latino Panay family and Big Kid No Bull and Bruce Davis. He's still here. Guys, say hello to Milene Pargo and my Lewis 1963. I see Geelong slash Port Adelaide. Whew, what a game that was. One sided. How's things up there? My Lewis 1963. Everything quieting down or no problems? A little bit late for me for coffee. I'll be up all night if I drink coffee, but you can go ahead. You got some freedom now for water. Oh, that's good. Better than us, mate. We're hard lockdown here. Can only go out for an hour. 5K walk. Got to stay away from McDonald's, KFC, and Kentucky Fried Chicken. Oh, yeah, that is Kentucky Fried. McDonald's, Red Rooster, KFC, and the Panthers are still on top. Oh, that's all right. I thought Melbourne Storm were on top. Did the Panthers win today tonight? My loser's a big rugby fan from up north in New South Wales, guys. Oh, you beat the oh wow! I beat the Auckland Warriors. Yay! I'm a uh, Brisbane Broncos fan, guys. They've had 3 losses in a row. But anyway, never mind. We'll get back on the horse sooner or later. Yeah, we can only go 5K numbers and 1 hour exercise. Yeah, the Broncos are in tatters at the moment, which is a bugger. But I think when you look at it, though, Mullers, they've been up there for a while. They need to come down to earth and get some new young blood in the side, lead some new young blood in the side, and get back up there again. Melbourne Storm will cop it eventually next year, I'd say, because they've got, I think one oldie in there at the moment. But I wish them all the best anyway, just the same. Can't see them. It depends on New South Wales side. do quite a fair bit of damage. How's things where you are, Marlene Tyler? Go. Whereabouts are you from, darling? What part of the Philippines? Yeah, they're up where all our Victorian football clubs are at the moment, I think. About 3 or 4 up there at the moment. Thank you, number 7 likes. Much appreciated, guys. Oh, you're having a donut. That's great. Latino Panay family. Say hello to Mulu's 1963 and Marlene Pilago. Say hello to the Latino Panay family vlogs. Yeah, so hasn't been too good around here lately because all the shops are shut. Can't go down to can't go over to Bunnings. They're closed unless you ring up and call online and order what you want, and then you're frightened whether you're going to get the right thing back or not. Can't go to KFC, can't go to Red Rooster, can't go to McDonald's, can't go to Hungry Jack's because they are now frightened that people we had a shipment of something coming the other day from where was it? A food company. I don't know where they're from. Oh, Brazil, and it tested positive. Well, Melissa, I can only go down to the north with my mask on for an hour, walking the dog. I can't go up to. I can go to Aldi in the car. I can go to Coles or Woolworths because they're on Woolworths is on the other side of the railway, and Coles is on this side. But all the other shops are shut. Best and Best is shut. Uh, Video game shops are shut. Um, all the shops in Sunbury Square are shut except for Coles. The well, you're frightened to go to KFC and McDonald's. Basically, you don't know whether they're doing the right thing with protection. There, I know they are, but you just can't. It's a bit sus there. Even pizza shops, it's sus. Um, gee, all the food outlets, the chicken place, is a bit sus. Um, our little mate up at Rice Garden, I wish I could pop in there and buy takeaway there, which we can. We can go to him because he's pretty good. The problem is he's really clean there. So do I. I like coffee as well. Big kid, no bull. But you just frightened. Like they closed McDonald's here about just before we went to hard lockdown. They closed McDonald's up here because one of the staff that drives the trucks, he'd been to about 5. This was over 3 months ago. He tested positive, and he'd been to 5 different McDonald's: Campbellfield, Broadmeadows, us, and then Taylor's Lakes, and then the 2 on the highway going down to Melbourne, one on the right, one on the left, dropping off food supplies for McDonald's. Well, apparently he tested positive, so I had to shut them down and hard clean everything. So even there, mate, is my Lewis 1963. Even there is pretty hard to go to. The only safest place, and I don't even know whether that's safe, and we wear face masks, is Woolworths, Big W, and Aldi for our food. I did a food. We're only supposed to go to the food, do groceries once a week, I believe. Yeah. We're at least 12 months before we can travel overseas. Well, I don't think we'd be able to travel back over to the Philippines until probably December next year. That's the way it's looking at the moment. We were going to book. We were going to book. We were going to book last year, March. We were going to book around about March. So, did you handle that one, my Lewis? But I know Tom Patrick got. I think he got back about, yeah. Oh, you did handle it. Okay. I know Tom Patrick left yesterday. Was it Wednesday night? He was on the plane flying over, so he would have made it to Maine this morning. And no offense, America. Oh, okay. No probs. He went back to America Wednesday night because he was on 10 questions with Tropical Tim, and I hope you got back safe and sound, Tom Patrick. Wishing you all the best and your family. Hope everyone is well back there in Maine. I hope Wish for Wonder is all good back in Texas, and I hope you're okay, Tropical Tim in the Philippines. Wishing you all the best, mate. Take care, and look after yourself, guys. It's the best way. Yeah. So even though Tom Patrick's gone back home to Maine, he might not be able to get back to the Philippines until next year. Whereabouts in the Philippines do you stay, if you don't mind me? Oh, no problems, Mollis. We stay in Cebu, Mactan. We have our own house there, and we have land up in Sogod, and we have land at Calawansi, which is just outside of Cordova, where the new bridge is going across to seaside there in Cebu, not far from there, but we're in Pajak in on Mactan Island, Mellows. What about you? Whereabouts do you stay, Mellows, when you're in the Philippines? Well, I tell you what, I have a look at check out SEF TV, Mellows. He had some interesting videos on Cebu, the new bridge going from Cebu to Cordova. I'm not sure whether it's all completed. I think it must be nearly getting to completion stage now. They've done the underpass. Give me a second, guys. I'll be back in a minute, okay? Only Manila. Angeles don't travel much these days. Okay, that's all right. But check out this guy. I've got to make sure I'm doing the SEF TV, SEF TV. Check him out. Sorry, guys. My apologies for that. Check out this guy. Check out this guy, SEF TV. He's got some interesting stuff on the Philippines. Interesting, updating stuff. The bridges, the tunnels, the tunnel from Manila to Cavite, the bridges that are going from, I think it's Iloilo. Yeah, check him out. He's got bridges from Iloilo to and across from somewhere to Leyte. Also from they're going to do a bridge, Malus, 1963, from Cebu. They've gone across to Cordova, and then I think there's a bridge going from Cordova to Bohol to Itapi. So eventually what's going to happen is the boats will probably slowly um, uh, look, people will still travel on the boats, on the ferries. But, you know, if you're going to drive your car, I can't see them building a bridge down to Manila. That's too far. Because you catch the ferry, you put your car on the ferry and you take the ferry down to Manila. Mindanao and up to Manila, you know. Rosemary. Check it out because he's got some interesting stuff. Bridges, even the bridge from Cebu, uh, Seaside, um, SM Mall, Seaside, to Cordova, and that will bring you out if you're coming down to Cebu. That will bring you, if you go across from Cebu to Mactan Island, you'll go across to Cordova, and that'll bring you up when we start to build our house there in Kallawanson. Um, that'll bring you not far from there, and it'll make it easy to come over to Mactan Island quicker. And actually, they're going to build a fifth bridge, which will be Mactan and Magellan at the moment, plus the new one that they've just done. And then there's going to be one just above the old Mactan Bridge, which will make it easy to cross to Mactan Island, and it'll make traffic flow a lot better, which is good in one way, but I don't know how they're going to how they're going to cope with the traffic into Cebu, because it's pretty tight at the moment. But, you know, all's good. And I think they're going to build a bridge from Cebu from Mactan Island across to Bohol to Itapi. So, you know, with you lot catching the boat and that, and they must be pretty, I think the longest spanning bridge will be Mindanao. There's one going to be the longest spanning bridge from one part of Mindanao to another. But the bad part about that one is it goes through a wildlife sanctuary to get through to the other side. But just check it out, you'll see what I mean. But it's he's got some good videos up. You know, the highways there, even the one in Cebu, going across the top of the mountains from Cebu to from one end of Cebu to the other is very interesting, and I must get onto that because I was watching it this morning and found it very interesting. So I really sort of up and down, getting Mum's breakfast and getting CJ's breakfast and looking after Arlen as well as myself. I sort of missed a little bit, so I'm going to have to get back to watching that. But look, mate, it's great stuff. It really is. Thanks for the Dino Benet family. Much appreciate you being here, guys. And also my Latino Benet family vlogs. Great people. Great people. Go check out their live streams. I think they've got one now. I'm not sure. Am I correct? Thumbs up, Latino family, if you have got a live stream going now. If not, that's okay. No drama. All good. I love the support. and I'm so happy, guys. I've got yous and all my other friends here. It's great, and I really enjoy having you guys here, supporting me. It's awesome. But there's a lot of people. When I first actually, I like to pay tribute to it. I like to pay tribute to one of the original, um, Mike Carlson. When I first started YouTube, um, or started being on YouTube, or following YouTube, when I first started following YouTube, I was watching all Mike Carlson's uh, vlogs on traveling around the Philippines, and he was awesome. And not just him, Rod, amazing Philippines, awesome bloke, awesome, showing you where you can go, where you can stay, what resorts, also your visa checks, what visas you can do, uh, and how to, what visas you can process to um, go to the Philippines. Like what I've got in my bag, which I'll show you next time. Permanent residency, um, all that sort of stuff. He was good on everything. Visa extensions, what to do, how to do it, who to see, and how to go about doing things. And that was good about mine, traveling up from, I think, went from Manila all the way down to uh, down the bottom of Cebu, across to Iloilo, um, you name it. Mike went there. He was an awesome guy and a lovely bloke and a gentleman. He would give you his last shirt if you had to back then. And I just like to pay tribute to him. Because between him and Rod, they are just two of the most awesome blokes. And I'm sorry that my deepest sympathies and condolences to Rose. She's a lovely girl, and he couldn't have had a better life if he wanted. He had the best life, he had the best girlfriend and wife, best family. She looked after him until he passed away early this year. He'll be sadly missed, and always a true legend. And I've got to take my hat off to him. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate everything you did in the way of showing us the way and where to go and the what to do's and what not to do's in the Philippines. And you're awesome, mate. To Rose, you had a beautiful life with Mike, and it is truly awesome. There won't be probably many pioneers like these two guys. Um, Rod's still doing videos, um, and he's also another bloke. He's probably the only legend, as well as Mike Carlson, who also came on the scene, a bit after, probably maybe around about the same time. They're both different directions, I suppose, when I look at it. Rod's still with us, and his amazing journeys. He also shows a lot of good videos in the way of what to do and where to go, and what resorts to see, what places to stay at, and what beach areas to go to. He is just awesome to as well. And I take my hat off to him, and hopefully one day we will meet. Probably in Cebu one day. Just tap me on the shoulder, Rod, and say hi. I'll say g'day. And maybe, hopefully, we can catch up and talk the breeze and see what's going on and that. But it's just beautiful to have two good guys that know the Philippines and know, they do a lot of research in what they um, for things like that, and I take my head off to them. Congratulations, guys. Because you two are the most awesome guys I know that do these. Philly in the Philippines does a little bit the same. He's a top bloke. Um, he's got a beautiful family. I love these videos that he did up north of Luzon and north of Manila, and all around Angeles City. Pay tribute to you guys. You really are top blokes, and even Philo in the Philippines, beautiful restaurants, beautiful places around North Calocan. Another awesome guy, another top bloke, and Tropical Tin, he's awesome too. And there's quite a lot of you guys that show the Philippines the way it is, and that's what I like about you guys. And I pay tribute to you guys tonight. Congratulations. Take my hat off there. Hopefully we can have a beer one day and kick back and just shoot the breeze and see what's going on, because yeah, you're awesome. Ozzy, when was this? My lord, I knew he said something, but I wasn't quite. I'd sort of probably missed a couple of episodes. But what's he gone back just for a little while, or is he gone back for? Well, at the moment, I suppose he's got. Geez, he picked a good time to go back too. Oh, 1 month ago. Okay. Thanks for that, my words. Much appreciated. He's an awesome bloke too. Um, yeah, with the way things are at the moment, did he take Melanie back with him? Did kids go back with him? Not sure either there, I suppose. But, he's an awesome guy too. He's just, everything he showed. Well, I suppose he will be back because their house is in North Calocan. So, well, Philo, if you're watching, I wish you all the best. I hope your family is well there. Oh, okay. All right. No problems, Melissa. I was just asking. Because I hadn't seen him on for a while, and I just thought that he might be taking a break. But he's obviously gone back to America for family and checking out, see how things are back there, and that is, sometimes it's, you do miss family. I know when I've only got me and my brother, and my mum, and my wife here with me, and we I plan to retire back there in the Philippines, and when I do go back, I probably won't come back here. But we'll probably settle back home in the Philippines and take it easy and enjoy life over there. Yeah, I heard that. Uh, can I get Melissa? Can I get flights back to America now? But I think the hard part about it is once they go back to America, it's going to be hard to get back to the Philippines. Um, I know Triple Tim said that if he had gone over, he might find it hard coming back to the Philippines due to the situation. And I'm not saying anything bad to Tropical Tim, I'm just stating that if you had gone back with the Silent Canal, it might be hard to come back to America, back to the Philippines. So there's no stress. No stress. I love you, brother. But, it's one of those things. You're going to pack up and go back to America. You just don't know whether you're going to be able to come back to the Philippines because of the way things are at the moment. Yeah, I think it's going to cost them it'll cost an arm and a leg to get back because of all the restrictions that now. I think Tropical Tim was saying, if I do quote, that if he had gone over with a son canal to his daughter's wedding, he didn't know whether he'd be able to come back to the Philippines. And quote unquote, and it's all good, Tropical Tim, that it might have been hard. I'm only just talking about it. I'm not, saying anything bad about it, mate. I'm just saying that they might be the true facts that, like the moment we're in, Victoria's in hard lockdown, and it's going to be a while before we actually, probably December next year, if we're looking at that, or December this year. Um, if not, we might be December next year, the way it is. Um, to get back home to the Philippines to see our families. Like I miss our family, I really do, and I wish I was back there now. Basically, the hot weather because this was cold weather winter. Um, but yeah, you're right, my words. It's going to cost an arm and a leg to get back. I think the airfares, for me and Arlene would be around about grand. I would say about 3,000, probably 4,000 now to get back to the Philippines. That's with me, Arlene, and CJ. But can the airlines do that? Can they afford to do that? Um, can the airlines afford to lift the prices up so much that it's going to cost them? Yeah, well, are we all going to have temperature checks before we even leave the airport? We're going to have temperature checks before we go and make a booking. Are we going to have a physical examination before we do our visa processing? So it's all right for my wife because she's Filipino. So me and her can go back together with CJ. Um, but it's going to probably cost us around about 4 grand this time. if the airlines put the prices up, it's going to cripple them any further. It'll cripple the airlines more further. So it would cost me an airline like it did 2 years ago. It cost us $2,000. The CJ was only one. So it was a lot easier to take CJ over then. So we only had to pay for me and Arlene, which was around about $1,000. CJ flew free. But this time, it's probably going to cost us $4,000. I fly with Philippine Airlines now. Well, we flew Singapore Airlines the year before last, in Melbourne, Singapore, then Singapore to Davao, and then Davao to Cebu. That was with Singapore Airlines, and it cost us around about $3,000 with $2,000 with CJ, because he's 3-year-old. So when we went last time, he was only 1. So we haven't been back for. We went back over when he was 1-year-old. That's 2 years ago. And he's 3 and 5 months now. So it's going to cost us around about $4,000, and we'll fly probably. We're going to go back to Philippine Airlines, because I worked it out the other day. Flying from here to Singapore is 8 hours, and then we have to wait for an hour for our plane in Singapore to Davao, and then we had to wait in Davao for about an hour before we went up to Cebu. So it would probably really bloody be better if we flew Melbourne to Manila and waited the hour flight to go down to we could do direct flight with Cebu Pacific. We could, but see, Cebu Pacific. One of our friends, I'll just let you know, Cebu Pacific is a good airline in the Philippines. Okay, well, one of them good airlines in the Philippines. Then she was here. She had to fly out, or 8 o'clock. Would have been 8 o'clock. Today, and they flew back. They had to come back. There's a problem with flying. Then she had to fly out pretty well much the next day. And she wasn't too happy. She told me, if you ever decide to fly Cebu Pacific, don't. And I thought, oh, might have been a bad. And that was just before all this shit started. I think that was back in November. Quote me if I'm wrong, Karen, if you're not. Or if you're watching my live stream, quote me if I'm wrong. Personally, I like Cebu Pacific. I've got nothing against the airline. But probably better to fly Philippine Airlines, Melbourne to Manila, and then wait overnight, and then fly the next day down to Cebu. That's what we'll probably do. But I've got no hesitation. If I was to book with Cebu Pacific, I'd have no hesitation on doing so. I don't believe in upsetting an airline when they're just starting to fly in and out of Australia. At one stage there, I think 2 years ago, the Cebu Pacific weren't flying to Melbourne, they're only flying to Sydney, and you have to get a plane from Melbourne to Sydney and then get a flight out from direct flight from Melbourne to from Sydney to the Philippines. But I think probably Malu's 1963 will fly Philippine Airlines next year. Next year, we'll check on see what's happening at the moment. They were to come back in here. I think Arlene said around about the 20th of August or the 8th of August. I don't trust. No, I wouldn't trust after what happened to Wish for Wonder and what they went through. It's not the best. Never look, guys. If you're gonna fly to the Philippines, fly the main aircraft. Look, Philippine Airlines is a great airline. The only time we flew Singapore is because we were recommended by Arlene's auntie to fly Singapore and have a look at Singapore. But when we got to Singapore, we had to go from Terminal 1 to Terminal 2 by train, which was no stress. Mind you, I got stressed because I've never flown that way. I've always flown Philippine Airlines to the Philippines twice before I met Arlene. One's going over, one's coming back. And one's going over, and I came back on Jetstar, which didn't really like too much. That's Qantas's second airline. Sorry, Jetstar, but I don't like that. But I'll never fly a budget airline again. The two airlines, Singapore, aren't too bad. They're pretty good. Pretty good number one. They've got great air hostesses, great staff, and are really good. And the airlines is great. So I'll give them 2 thumbs up. Philippine Airlines, 2 thumbs up. Best ever airline I've flown. They might be delayed every now and then, but that's understandable depending on the weather coming over here and going back. But I know they're always delayed going out of Philippine Airlines, out of the Philippines. That's due to air traffic, which can't be helped, so we've got to be patient. And I think Malu's 1963. Boy, they are hot. Oh, Rigid Edge. Oh, mate, they are lovely. They are lovely. So, Philippine Airlines, they are beautiful. Both those two airlines. With Singapore Airlines, my lord, we flew Singapore Airlines here, Melbourne, to Singapore, Changi Airport, and then we got Silk Air, which is a second airline, the sister airline to Singapore, and they're hot too. And we flew down to Davao, and then probably an hour and 25 minutes refuel all the way up to Cebu, which I've got to see President Duterte for the first time. Yeah. Good on you, President Duterte. You're doing a good job, mate. Keep it up. And Suzuki Vlog official channel. Thank you for coming. How are you feeling, Darwin? Thanks for coming. So to Latino Panay family and Maluz, 1963. Also, guys, say hello to Suzuki Vlog Official channel. How you feeling, Suzuki Vlog Official channel? They're the host. Don't call me. Thank you. You can call me Scott, Darwin. That's okay. No problem. All good. You can call me Scott. Scott or Scotty. Well, so I don't mind. But yeah, look, basically Singapore Airlines and Silk Air from Changi Airport down to Davao, then up to Cebu, which is good. I think the first time we flew over to Singapore, it was an eye opener. It really was. I was impressed. I really was. I wish they'd build a freaking railway from here to I wish they would build a friggin' railway from Melbourne to Melbourne Airport, and from here to Melbourne Airport to get the train to get your air air flights. Both here needs a direct run on by train to Melbourne Airport, and from Melbourne to Melbourne Airport needs a rail link. So that would help each individual thing. And you know, if people coming from Romsey, which is about an hour that way, or from Bendigo, they can come down to thing. You know, I can't understand why they don't have one here yet. There's plenty of room. They're going to get Maluz 1963. They're going to get to the point where, oops, where do we put it? Because they'll have to come in around near the tarmac and let people off. Instead, because you can't. There's no room now for a train to go up to the main terminal to drop people off because it's all cars. I'd have to drop it off at the other end, the platform, at the where the departure lounges and stuff like that. They'd have to make way for it somewhere. They have to build a special monorail from Melbourne, from Flinders Street or Southern Cross to Melbourne Airport. It's the only way they're going to do it, you know. But I wish they'd hurry up and do it because, you know, it's a bit of annoyance if you can get a train to Melbourne Airport, say from Melbourne, in the city of Melbourne. But see, here, we have to, if we were going to go on the train to Melbourne Airport, we have to catch the train into the city and then get the train from the city to the airport. So if they could build a monorail from here in Sunbury to Melbourne Airport, that'd be awesome. Underground 2 station. Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's what they need to do here. Go underground. They can go underground the city loops. They can do that here. I'm glad to see that you're feeling better, Suzuki Vlog Official. Much appreciate you dropping by. Thank you. I owe you. I'll come and see one of your live streams too soon. But you know, it's going to be a different. I don't see how. Like they all say it's going to be the new thing, whatever that means after this coronavirus happened. Yeah, although I agree, Melissa, I really do, because it'd save you parking and stuff like that. We can just me and Arlene and CJ can just go down near the Sunbury station and get the train straight across to Tullamarine. Would be awesome, you know, because they don't have to build a monorail from the other end of Sunbury station going over uh, Sunbury Buller Road going that way to Melbourne Airport, because that's the way we go. If you go Calder Highway, it's like an hour around. So it'd be totally awesome, guys, if that was to happen. So we just look forward to it in the future and see what's happening, because at the moment they're still doing this underground city loop when they should be doing the train loop to the airport, which would have been more sufficient in my book. But it's one of those things, my lord. What do you do? Eh? But you know, as I said, it's going to be a new look. Well, they say it's going to be a new look. I am me personally. I treat every day now as if nothing happened. I'm going a long. Oh, excuse me, guys. But I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back in a minute. See ya. Yeah, look, I totally agree with you there, Melissa. Um, Here from Sunbury to Melbourne Airport is around about $40 for taxi, and to catch the train would be a lot cheaper and make it a lot easier to thing, and they wouldn't have to go far out of here. Because the train runs along the back of our place here and goes up towards that way to Gisborne. So they could run it off and headed straight down Buller and across, and then straight to Melbourne Airport, which would cost less for us to get a train. Well, here it's about $49 for a taxi from Sunbury to Melbourne Airport. Cost me that last time. I think it might be up a little bit depending on the taxi driver. But, it's one of those things that happens. I find that it's going to be, it will be a lot cheaper when they thing. And I think the only reason why they haven't done it here, Lewis, at the moment, is because they've put the taxi drivers' noses out of joint. Because let me tell you, there's over nearly probably close to 100 taxi drivers that sit at the airport waiting for fares at the moment. But I haven't done a video on that for a while. Basically now, because it's 5k out of Sunbury. It's about 5k out of Sunbury now. Going that way. Anyway, it's one of those things. Unfortunately, we have to put up with. I just think that the new, whatever they say, the new look is a new world. New world order is going to be like. Are we going to have temperature tests before we go and make a booking? I think that's a bit silly. And are we going to have temperature tests, the new normal? Are we going to have a temperature test when we go to fly out? I think that's a bit ridiculous. As long as the air hostess clean the toilets on the plane, the air hostess keep the air, but also it should be up to us too. We're going to have to ask if we can have a cleaning sponge and spray the toilet after we've used it, or they leave something like Pina Clean or something like that in the toilets where please clean after you leave, and they leave like so you know what I use here? I use Pina Clean on a toilet roll, toilet paper, and I wipe the bowl before I sit down. That's what I do when I'm flying. And especially, look, right now it's not the smallest cubicles in the world's history, the toilets on planes, but we're not flying luxury, are we? But it's one of those things, guys, that we need to really keep our personal hygiene up. Even flying would be good, and look after the losing the planes, even to help out the hosties, to make sure we wash our hands and lock the door. Yeah, it could be right. You could be right there, mate. I'll agree with you on that. You could be right there. I think if they had like toilet cleaners inside the toilets would make it easier for us. With so many cloths, and you put it in the toilet paper dispenser, spray the toilet with Pine Clean, and wipe it, and then throw it straight in the um, bowl and flush, or tissue, toilet tissue, spray it with Pine Clean, and then wipe it with tissue around the edge, the seat, and throw it in the bin, or throw it in the toilet and flush it, and that at least it's thing, make it help each other out, make it a lot easier for people, and we help each other get through everything. Social distancing, or probably be a limit on how many can fly too. Once a vaccine is available, yeah, I think Australia is close to getting one vaccine, but I reckon that personally, myself, it's great. It's all good and well. You know what I reckon we should do? Help the Philippines out with it. You know what I mean, my lord? We should help the Philippines out, and uh, let yeah, we should just help the Philippines out with it, in my personal view, and then the other countries later. But look after ourselves first. Get all our people vaccinated first. I reckon you could be right there. Um, I was just saying before, I don't think we've seen the last of this, because there was some new cases in New South Wales apparently. You know who I blame, Melissa? The Ruby Princess. Because the Ruby Princess didn't even let Qantas know who had it, didn't even let any other airline know who had it that were on the Ruby Princess. So I blame the. Yeah, I think we could help them. I think we could help the Philippines out there too with it too. Um, Once we get a vaccination, through. I see Russia's uh, sort of thing over whether that's foolproof. I don't know. I'm not saying Russia that it's not. Okay, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying I don't know whether it's foolproof yet. Whether you've got the right ingredients in that little vial. But I think that if we help the Philippines out, and probably help China out with this, and work with China on this, it might save face for China as well as for us with our trade dealing with China. A big thing that we do need China as well with trade. America's got nothing for us to trade with. They got nothing. What do we need? What have America built? Only cars, Ford, Chevrolet, and stuff like that. They haven't produced washing machines and stuff like that. They haven't sent us. Most of all the stuff that we've got, when you look at it, comes from what you just said, Melissa, China. Basically, really, when you look at it, and I might be putting a lot of noses out of joint here, but guys, Australia needs to help China, and China needs to help Australia. Pretty well much with everything, because we stupidly went with a guy that turned around and said to us, you can get everything made in China, manufactured in China, cheaper than what you can do it in your own country. So Australia needs to get on its hands and knees and apologise to China and stop supporting America, because they need to get on their own feet. We need to get on our own feet. We need to get back and get our trade back. So what if China's building an air base? It might serve, as you said, Melissa. Unfortunately, the Philippines is relying on China. Well, no, they're not. The Philippines won't be relying on China. If anything, they're helping China, and China's helping them. So we need to help China and let America get off its knees and help themselves look after themselves. Because let me tell you, if the war started, America would drop Australia like a hot rock. Speaking of Chinese, and you know, we need China. We need China's trade. And forget what I just said. I apologise. Take that back. We need trade with China, because as is, we sent all our manufacturing over there. So I think when I look at it, if we help China out, I'm not getting too political. I just think we need to help China out. We need to get our trade deals back, because when you look at it, Melissa, everything that we've got comes from China. Just about nothing we get from America or England. England want our Tim Tams. I wish they'd lay off that. They want our Tim Tams. I hope they don't change it, because everything that the British have got, Cadbury's. What's hey Mahous? I'm going to get off the subject here. Sorry, guys, but I just still think we need to get on our own 2 feet, apologise to China, and start trading with you again, China, because we need you and you need us. Well, America's not going to do anything for you, so we might as well help you. Forget what's happening in the parties, because that's here nor there. Where I know England, took Cadbury to England, and they've changed the way. A mate of mine was telling me that 12 months ago, that's how long it's been since I've seen him, he got back just before all this shit happened, and I don't think he had to self-quarantine, or maybe he did. And he was telling me that Tim Tams taste different. He brought a packet home with unopened packet, and he had a Tim Tam there before he came back here with his coffee at the airport, and he said, "Geez, they've done something wrong with the Tim Tams, or the Cadbury chocolate." I think it was Cadbury. Sorry, it was Cadbury. And he said, "Geez, they've done something with it. Tastes different." And I said, "What? Then you put more milk in it than what needs to be in there?" And he said, "Similar to what you're trying to tell me they've put a little bit more milk in it. It's more milkier than what thing. I said, sure you didn't have the white milky one. So no, I had the chocolate, plain chocolate one. Yeah, okay. England's changed Cadbury a little bit over there. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. The beer, they've made it hotter. They drink warm beer in England. I don't know how they can do that. If I said, oh, I think I'll have a schooner of beer, and I drank it, and it tastes warm, I'll say, what's this? I think, I think, I'm going to stick to my San Miguel here. I'll drink the odd Victoria bitter, but I'll stick with my San Miguel. I think I was. I had a Murphy from Geelong. You did that. Tastes like Carlton United Breweries. A bit too strong for my liking, unfortunately, but I like the San Miguel. But I think if they took our Tim Tams over to England, they'll change them too. Because it's just typical. I don't like what we like. They want. It's funny. How do you get this? They like what we have, but they won't change it. Doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. And look, guys, I might have political views that, in my opinion, that's what I just think. Okay. Um, I'll leave it at that. Um, my political views are different to everybody else. Before all this started, we had a real good deal trade trading with China. We really have. But ever since this came out, they all blame China for what's going on. Now, China has been made a scapegoat because really, when you look at it, they actually haven't had proof that it came out of China until a thingo from Brazil landed here and it had COVID-19 in it. So there was, and I haven't got proof of that either, guys. I only saw an article in the paper. Yeah, no drama. It's okay. Pause. But I just think personally, um, our trade deal with China is better kept with us, and that I just think it was 1963. I just think Trump was jealous of Australia dealing with China over this, over dealing with China per se. You know, we had the best trade deal with China you could ever have. And till all this blew up, now we have to basically get on our hands and knees and kiss our ass and apologise to China because really, when I look at it, China's done nothing. And it's not really China's fault because if someone's taken a disease out of there, are they from China? Might have been a foreigner coming that might have come from another country into China. He happened to be down at the wet market, the seafood there. Could have been a foreigner. Could have eaten somewhere in Lithuania, Italy, Greece, Malta. Could have been anywhere. And it could have been just passing through. Went to the wet markets in China and brought fish and got cooked, passed it on, had a flu. You could have had a flu, could have come from Spain, could have had a virus or something from Spain. Um, it could have a virus from, could have come from England. I had a virus and happened to be in the wet market to China. That doesn't mean China produced it. Doesn't mean it came out. They've got no proof that it came out of. The only proof that they have that it came out of China would have been because it was come from some foreign place in the first place. So happens to be passing through China. Be like me if I had the flu and I went to China and I died over there and it got passed on. Yeah, it's just one of those things, guys. It's can't blame a country for something that a foreigner or someone passing through had cold, had sniffles, had flu symptoms. I don't entirely blame China for it. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't bite that it came out of a lab in China. Their labs are pretty secure. I just feel that thanks Latino Panay family love. I just think it's China's a victim of propaganda between America. America's, I see they sent stealth bombers over there. What for? Why are they so suspicious of China? Okay, China's building military bases on Spotty Island. Big whoop. Now, we got Chinese air, we built air bases in WA for China to land their military aircraft. We have Americans docked in Darwin using our docks. Most of the docks in Darwin are owned by the Chinese. Why not? Our blokes are terrible at looking after things. We've got some lazy, shitful Aussies that don't want to get off their ass and work. You know, if they really, yeah, 2,500 Marines, US Marines, are sitting in Darwin. That's good. Yeah, well done. But, you know, let's just drop all these things. I don't want a war. I want to live. I want my boy to live. It's a beautiful world. Why do we have to blow it up? You know? Why do we have to blow this country up, this world up? What's wrong with it? We just need to fix the politicians, fix the way they're thinking. Stop them thinking more about this and run a country. I said, now it was 1963, and Latino Canadian family. I was talking to my mum today. Might have been out loud because Jackie went and called her away. Basically said this. I would love to go into Parliament House in Canberra. You from Labor, you from Liberal, come here. And bang their heads together and say, look guys, get off your asses. Do what we put you in here to do and let's run a country and get on with each other and help each other out. Because really, when it comes down to it, we're the ones that put them in there, so we're the ones that can throw them out, right? Correction? So if they're not running the country the way you're doing, the way they're supposed to, you can bang their heads together and tell them to get off their ass and start helping each other and support each other on things rather than deny all the time. Because deny this, deny that, deny freaking everything, it's not going to achieve anything. It just, you're chasing, it's like a monkey chasing its own tail. It's not going to stop. So to stop it, you've got to bang the two monkeys' heads together and tell them, hey, guys, we need you to run this country and help each other run it, you know? And maybe in the worst, this country would be a lot better off as it's getting beyond a joke. It really is. They started supporting each other. It'd be like, okay, we go over to see Charles, what's his name, Chinese, but, thing, and get on their hands and knees and say, oh, I'm sorry. We want our trade deal back. Um, we'll deal with you, drop our prices, do some bargaining, get everything organised. Yeah, because really, when you look at it, what I'm looking at is the laptop here, whether it's made in China, whether it's made in Japan, whether the little SD cards are made here or Japan or the Philippines for that fact. We need them. Plain and simple. We need them. We need the trade deals, and we need to help each other out. We need to give each other a helping hand, give them an antivirus, help them with an antivirus, and maybe everybody can get on in this world. No shitty shenanigans. Let's just help each other out. Let's not be suspicious, not have conspiracy theories. Let's just pull together and run our countries the best way we can with good trade, good friendships. Because that's what matters. That's what matters in this world. That's all that matters in this world. We help each other, we look after each other. Let's disarm all these bombs. I'm not in a war, guys. We don't want war. Let's just be friends and get on with each other. Because peace is the best way in this world. Peace. And that's what I want. I want to live in peace with my fellow Pinoy friends and Filipinos, China, Japan, England, and America. We all put together, all pull together, and get a vaccine that will get rid of this virus that some foreigner might have had. Let's help each other out. Let's get this vaccine through. Let's look after each other, guys. Personal hygiene, face mask, self distancing, self-quarantine, social distancing. Yeah, I muck it up soon. But all I'm saying, guys, is just let's help each other and let's have peace with each other and let's support each other through this. And as I say, there's light at the end of the tunnel. And there's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, when you're underwater and you look up, and where do you go to? The light. So we need to really be friends, help each other, stop having hoaxes. Because this thing that we got here, I am malicious because I'm over the bickering, I'm over the shitful politicians that can't seem to agree. I just think if we turn a negative into a positive and help us get through this, rather than everyone have negative attitudes, we need like thing is we don't need to be positive on viruses, but we need to be positive on helping each other out getting through all this. And we need to have a positive attitude and a better attitude towards life and towards our fellow man because it counts. Hey, Hart Gasper, Solo to Mulus 1963, Latino Pinay Family Vlogs, Bruce Davis, he's still here. Suzuki, Big Kev, No Bull, Mill Lane, Hilug, say hello to Hart Gaspar, guys. Thanks, Hart Gaspar. Much appreciated. I am good, thank you. I am very good. But as I said, we need to have a positive attitude. We need to be good friends with everybody. We need to get along. We need to find a way out of this. The only way to find a way out, that's okay. Thanks, Hart Gaspar. The only way out, as I say, there's light at the end of the tunnel. And even if you're in the deep blue sea and you're scuba diving and you look up, there's light. So we need a positive attitude on everything we do, a positive attitude in helping friends, a positive attitude in helping China get over this. Because it might not be China's fault, it might be that China, and there's a bug on my screen. There's a, as I said, it could have been a foreigner walking through with a cold and down to the fish market. So, it's one of those things. It might not be China's fault, not, as I said in with Malus 1963. We just need to get along and to help each other get through all this with a positive attitude, making sure our hands are washed, making sure we wear our face mask, making sure we have social distance 1.5, which I say 2 point something, 2.5, and look after each other, get our trade deal back with China, even if we have to crawl on our hands and knees and apologise. It might, as I said, it might not have escaped from a lab in China. Might have been a foreigner walking through from Spain, Italy, Greece, the US, so that took down the fish markets there in China and had a cold, and it just triggered it off. So we need to be at peace, guys, with everybody. Peace, and help each other get through this. Because I certainly want to live. I want to be able to go back home to my favourite adopted family home, the Philippines, and see my mum, dad, or Arlene's mum and dad, my mum and dad, and the kids, and meet up with all my Philippine friends, Pinoys and Pinays, Filipinas and Filipinos, because I love it there. I want to get back and I want to have a good life. Not that I haven't had a good life. I just want to enjoy, and I just wish we'd stop all this conspiracy theory. What happened? Okay, because I don't think entirely it's all China's fault. I just think that it was a virus, could have been carried by anyone through the fish markets. Yes, take sneeze, cold, flu-like symptoms. Before you know it, you got a virus that's bigger than Texas and bigger than America at the moment. And, my apologies, guys. There. As I said, my deepest sympathies and condolences to everybody in New York that's lost family members, Texas, Philippines, all over the Philippines, England, Italy, and wherever else it's been. I just feel that we need to stick together, guys. We need to punch this thing out and get back to normal, basically. I'm been living my life normal and not worrying about anything that's going on. I go out and do my normal day-to-day chores and uh, go out in the garden and clean up and play with CJ and take him for a walk and take the dog for a walk. Things I love doing, you know. So if we all stick together, what I said, wash hands, wear face masks, social distance 2.5 meters from each other, or 1.5 meters from each other. We will beat this. Guys, I've got to say, I know, guess where you just came on, darling. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I really do. Love you. Mahal kita. Mahal kita. Malus 1963. Latino Pinay Family Vlogs. Mahal kita. Suzuki Vlog Official. Mahal kita. I hope you're feeling better. I wish you all the best. Big Kev No Bull. Wish you all the best. Thank you for coming on earlier. Much appreciated, mate. Elaine Log. Thank you. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. Mahal kita. Bruce Davis, thank you for coming. I really do appreciate it. Mahal kita, thank you. Thank you to all my subscribers out there. I really appreciate you watching and supporting my channel. I hope what I said, I hope I haven't offended anyone. I wish you all the best. To Philo in the Philippines, I hope your family are all good back there in America, and my heart and my wife and my family's heart goes out to you guys. Take care, stay healthy. Billy in the Philippines, Lut, Hannah Grace, I appreciate your support. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. I hope your family are well. I hope you stay safe and take care, guys. I really do appreciate your support. Ruthie and Arthur's Ruthie and Arthur's adventures. Thank you for your support. Much appreciated, guys. Tom and Ruthie, Philippine Adventures. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. And thanks, guys. Tom Patrick, Tim Desiak, Tropical Tim in the Philippines. I really do appreciate your support. Thank you very much. It's not very much appreciated. Maluz, hang there, mate. You'll be right. Chris Beecham, thank you for your support over the last couple of weeks. Much appreciated. Hi, Cordelian, and Brett Glasgow, Kevin Nash's Kitchen, Mars Bankard, Rena Hall, Michael Mays, Philippine Adventures, Michael Mays Adventures, sorry. Sir Jay, thank you. I really do appreciate your support, and it's very much appreciated. To all my dear subscribers, thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. My shout out video should be out probably the end of September. Okay, but we'll get there. Might even be out there before that. And on that note, guys, good night. All thanks for the chat. Nice talking to you. Thank you, Maluz. Thanks for being here, mate. Really do appreciate it. Good night. To come back. I'll be on tomorrow night, 12 o'clock, 12 a.m. Australia time, 9 p.m. Philippine time. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you all. Mahal kita. Ziggy bye. Take care. Remember, enjoy life, because life is good. Bye for now.